This dance that we are going to show you is called We Will Run by Paul Wilbur from his By Great Name album. And we are put this dance together, and this is the Hineni worship dancers that I have with me, and we choreographed this, and we're going to show you how to do it step by step, and then you can dance with us on the other video on YouTube. It starts out, this is a circle dance, starts out in, obviously, a circle. We have this white paper as our center, and that helps keep us equidistant from each other. The first part is the verse, and it starts out very slow, different from the rest of the song, and it starts out with a tercazia into the middle. And as you do that tercazia, you're reaching up, and then you're kind of pulling down, and you do a starburst. The next step is going to be a crossover Yemenite. So you're going to take your right foot and cross it over. Then you're going to do a Yemenite, starting with your left foot, step out, behind, and then you cross over with that left foot, and then you're going to complete the Yemenite on the other side with a right Yemenite, cross, back. And then instead of doing a full Yemenite together step, like you often see, we're just sort of putting our feet back together. So all together, that step goes cross, out, behind, cross, out, together. And it's a modified Yemenite sequence. Then we are going to take 2 steps into the circle and grab hands and then turn and make a pretzel circle, which looks like this. So 2 steps in, 1, 2, turn, and stop. What we did is we turned over, nicely done, we turned over our right shoulder and our body went in on our left. So your right foot comes in, your left arm is the one on top, your right arm is on the bottom, your left hand is palm down, and your right hand is palm up. That makes it much easier for everyone to pivot and turn in. At this point in the pretzel, you sort of just hang out for a second, and then the next phrase is we will sing and dance for joy. And on we will sing, your left hand comes up and goes into the center, your right hand goes in, and it's just a basketball pivot out. Sing for joy, and your hand just comes down and your foot returns back in. Okay, let's do that whole pretzel thing again one more time. So the beginning is we go 1, 2, turn, 3, 4, reach up and in, right hand goes in, pivot out, come back down together. At this point, we are going to do a right cha-cha, which is right together, right, and then we're going to do a left cha-cha, left together, left, and as we're doing it, we're kind of doing the backstroke. So on that right cha-cha, you do a backstroke with your right hand. On the left cha-cha, do backstroke with your left hand. Then you're going to pivot out, basketball turn kind of idea, and then you're going to pivot in and do a big starburst, and come back. At this point, your weight is on your right foot. You're going to shift it to your left because you're going to do a 3-point turn to the right. So right foot, 1, 2, 3. And this next point is very important because if you don't do this next step, you have to take a step with your left foot so you can do the right cha-cha in the chorus part. So we just finished the first verse of this song, and now we're going into the chorus, which is a lot speedier than the first part. So we just finished the turn. We took that left step, which is very important, and now we're going into the chorus on the we will run part, and that is a right cha-cha, and you're moving. So it's a right cha-cha, left cha-cha, and then we're going to turn and go the opposite direction, and we're going to do that with a Yemenite. So here's your first step of your Yemenite, second step of your Yemenite comes back, and then your third step turns you completely around in the other direction. Now we're going to do a left cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, right cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, and then another Yemenite And this Yemenite is just simply going to turn us facing into the circle. If you're not familiar with the Yemenite, really quickly, if you're standing in the middle of a clock and you're on the part where the hands turn, 3, 6, center is the sequence for that. Or if you do the left one, 9, 6, center. It's just a weight change. Your 1, 2, 3 is the idea. All right? So that was the beginning of the We Will Run. I'm going to run that through real quick again. So that left foot took the step, and we will run, Yemenite, hop, left cha-cha, right cha-cha, Yemenite, hop. And then in song, the next part says we will dance. What you're going to do is your right foot is up in the air from the end of the Yemenite. You're going to put that down, put your right hand up, and your left foot comes up. We will dance, we will praise, and your right foot is up again. You're going to set that down into a 3-point cha-cha turn. So what you're doing is your right hand comes out, right cha-cha, left cha-cha. As you come out of that cha, you're going back into a reverse turquoise, in and out and in. That reverse turquoise is just simply back and forward instead of forward and back. So it's, and we kind of pop it. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. At that point, our last step was on that in and out. Our weight comes back, but our foot never comes down. So it's out and in, back, in, and we're going to do a 3-point turn, in and out, back slow turn, starburst, again, and in and out, starburst, and back. That's the whole We Will Run chorus part. It stays exactly the same throughout the entire song every time we do it. Alright, the next part is the second verse, and it starts a little bit slow, but not quite as slow as the first verse. And we're going to do what we call the Mayam sequence. And what it is an open Mayam, a 3-point turn, a regular Mayam, and then 2 hopping coupés. And it looks like this. So an open Mayam just means that instead of crossing for your first step, you're already facing in line of direction, going counterclockwise around your circle. And you go right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, turn, 1, 2, 3, regular Mayam, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4. And at this point, you're going to do a coupé, hop back, and a coupé on the other side and hop back. And that coupé is hop, hop, and you kind of kicking that foot up a little bit on that back side. That is what the Mayam sequence looks like. Open Mayam, 3-point turn, regular Mayam, 2 hopping coupés. At this point, we have just popped your coupé with your right foot going to the left. So hop. And then we're going to take that foot and put it into the middle, in, clap, step out, clap, step in, clap, step out. And our bodies are facing counterclockwise in the circle again. Our left foot is facing in. And now we're going to do something that we have named a nuclear uppercut. So what I'm going to do is switch to that side of the circle so you can watch me from behind. Scoot over. You're facing this way. You just got done with your clapping turquoises. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your right foot and your right hand and go into the circle, pivoting around again, and back up and back in. And then you're going to come and do a right cha-cha, left cha-cha, and do a kaboom. Let's go back to that nuclear uppercut real quick. When you go in, you're stepping in. When you step with your left foot, your hand comes up, and then when you step with your right foot, it comes in again. So you're doing a 3-point turn into the circle, and every time you take a step with your right foot, that's when your right hand comes up. So let's do that again, one more time. So right, left, right foot in, right cha-cha, left, cha-cha, caboose. 1, 2, 3, heel, left, right, left, heel. And that's just a regular caboose. From here, you're going to go into one box step. Your weight is already on your left foot. And this is just, it's a happy box step. So, a regular box step, your right foot goes to the top left corner of your box. Your left foot goes to the top right corner of your box. Your right foot comes back, and your left foot comes back. So you're crisscrossing your feet. On this one, you're doing the exact same thing. It kind of feels like your left foot's trying to jump over your right foot while you're doing it. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do that again one more time. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So while your right foot is traveling here, your left foot is popping up around to get to its spot. All right? That is a jumpy, hoppy box step. We're going to do one of those, but don't forget how to do the step because we're going to do 2 of them again later. Here we go. Ready, go. Hop, over, back, back. And then we're going to do 2 two-point turns. And unlike a 3-point turn, you only take 2 steps to do a full 360 revolution. And what you're doing is you're stepping, spinning in the air, and landing on the other foot. So what I did was I took off, my left foot launches me, I land on the right, and I come around. No, my right foot launches me, and land on the foot and come around. Like that. So ready, go. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. And those happen quite quickly, and you get around the circle. Once you come out of that, you're going to go directly into the chorus again, which is the we will run, the double cha-cha. After that last chorus, we finish up the chorus with the pivoting back swirl turn, in and out, and then a starburst. At this point, we're going to do 2 of those happy boxes. So 1 and 2. And we're going from this into, in the song, this is the kind of intermission bridge part. There's a little, the song changes distinctively, and there's a lot of music. That's right here. So we're going to do a right cha-cha, left cha-cha, a Yemenite. 1, 2, 3, hop. We're going to put that left foot down, and now we're going to go into a completely different part of the song, and it's Hodu Adonai Kitov. And there's 2 singers singing, and it's very pretty, but it's completely different from the rest of the song. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a brush step. So your right foot comes and brushes around and comes behind, step out, do coupe, cross over, and reach up. Then we're going to do a left turkazia, which means that your left foot goes in and out, then a 3-point turn to your left. 1, 2, 3. At this point, we're going to do the exact same thing, just all the opposite direction. So brush, behind, step, coupe cross, and up, turkazia, in, and out, 3-point turn. 1, 2, 3. You repeat that entire sequence twice in the song. Real quick, I'm going to do that brush step again, and the coupe. So your right foot goes brush, behind, it helps if you bend your knees, step out, coupe, and up. And the other direction, your left foot brushes, brush, behind, step, cross, and up. So that is the Hodu Adonai part. As soon as you finish that last 3-point turn, you're going directly into the chorus again, which is the we will run, this time, at the end, instead of going on, you're going to repeat that. The chorus starts over again on the we will run part. So be ready for that. everything is exactly the same stepwise. And after that chorus, you are then going to go into the next song, which is the Ami song, is what we call it. And we will put those steps together for you next. Alright. The next thing that happens in this song is we finish the last chorus of the We Will Run, and we're going to go directly into the song Ami. When you finish your last set of pivot in, pivot out, and starburst, we then do that Mayan sequence that we did before. It's a little bit quicker this time, and from there you're going to go directly into the song Ami. So to do that Mayan sequence again, it looks like this. It's open Mayan, right, left, turn, 1, 2, 3, Mayan, left, right, coupe, and coupe, hop back. From here, you're going to go directly into 2 Mayans, then you're going to do 2 Turquoisillas, then you're going to do 2 Mayans again, and then a Turquoisilla in a basketball pivot, which looks like this. Ready? Go. 2 Mayans, 1, and 2 Turquoisillas in the middle, in and out is a right Turquoisilla, 2 Mayans, 1, and 2, a Turquoisilla, and then a basketball pivot, right foot in and out. And then you go and repeat that whole sequence of 2 Mayans, 2 Turks, 2 Mayans, Turk, and a pivot. That all gets repeated again. And then we go on to the next part, which is the kibbutzes and the turns. What we're going to do is we're going to do a kibbutz to the right, which starts with your right foot. And we, on this part, keep our hands at parade rest behind our back. And it goes 1, 2, 3, heel, left, right, left, heel. At this point, all of your weight is on your left foot. Your right foot is going to kick in the 4 directions around the circle, and you're going to turn out over your right shoulder all the way around, which looks like this. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to put that foot down, and now you're going to do kibbutz to the left. So ready? Go. Left, right, left, heel, left, right, left, heel. And now all of your weight is on your right foot. Your left foot is at the heel position. Now you're going to kick and go over your left shoulder around the circle. Kick, go 1, 2, 3, 4. The traditional dance does that, but it stays completely on the right foot the entire time, and our knees hurt, so we switched it to kick both ways. So if you're familiar with the other way that Ami is done, feel free to do that, but this is how we do it to even the song out a little bit. After that part of the kibbutzes, we do a second set of kibbutzes, but these are different in that you bend over and you're like, kind of idea. And so I always say down on these ones. It's the same kibbutz, except you use your hands and we're crossing them across the body and coming up. So that looks like this. Right, left, heel, left, right, left, heel. And then we are going to pivot, kick in, pivot around our right shoulder, kick out, and then continue that circle all the way around. So that kick looks like this. In and out and in. At this point, we now do the ponies. And I believe there are 3 sets of ponies that we do here, 4 sets of ponies. And it's right touch, left touch, right touch, left touch, right touch, left touch. It's just simply, it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's almost a cha-cha in place. And you can be as bouncy as you want, or you can be as step, or you can really get that kicking in. From there, you repeat the entire thing, what we just taught you, all over again. And that picks up for the rest of the song. At that point, the very end of the song, where the finish is, we have just finished that last down kibbutz. We kicked in, we kicked out around, and now we're at the ponies. You do 3 sets of ponies. So it looks 1, 2, 3. that Mayan sequence again, except it's very quick. And it looks, if I get the beat in my head, very much like this. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around, Mayan, and kablutz, and kablutz Mashiach. Is how the song ends. So that last pop back, you just sort of throw your hands back and you Mashiach, and you finish the song, and everyone collapses on the floor. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like to see the dance in full, go to the other video on my YouTube page and check it out.